Good afternoon and welcome to a new edition of From the Mayor's Desk. I'm Mayor Stephen Don Carlos from the city of Baytown, and I appreciate you taking time to visit with me for a minute about some things that are happening around our city that you probably need to know about. The first thing I would encourage you to do is to participate in an upcoming event on March 3rd, all day, and that's a Saturday. The Baytown Area Ministerial Alliance is sponsoring a cleanup day for the city of Baytown. Various churches have adopted various roadways in the city of Baytown, and they're going to be asking their members and any other interested volunteers to come out and invest some time in helping us to clean up along the roadways. For instance, my home church, Memorial Baptist Church, is going to be cleaning up along Decker Drive. You're certainly welcome to join us if you want to come by our church at 8 a.m. on Saturday, March 3rd, and join our cleaning crews. But we've got a bunch of civic projects associated with that day, and if you'll contact the Bay Area Ministerial Alliance or any one of the local pastors, they'll be able to give you details. But I sure hope y'all come out and help us to make our city look cleaner and help us to clean it up. We did this last year. It makes a great difference in the appearance of our city. Several other things that are happening. We are currently undergoing a charter review. And what that is we have a citizens committee that's been appointed by Baytown City Council that's taking a look at our city charter. The last election that we had that changed the charter was in 2006. What these citizens will be doing is taking a look at the charter, which was originally drafted in 1948, and see if there's some changes that need to be made to bring it up to date or to make it better. They will be developing a list of suggested changes which the citizens, that being y'all, get to vote on this year, and that vote will happen in November of 2012. This committee meets every Tuesday afternoon at 5 p.m. At City Hall. You can certainly show up and talk to the committee if you want to and watch their proceedings. They are going to have two public hearings, I'm told, and that will be on Tuesday, March 27th at 2 p.m. and 7 p.m. here at City Hall, at which time they'll have a list of the proposed changes. You can look at them and make any comments that you would like or suggest other changes. I'm pleased to announce that the recycling program in the three pilot areas of the city is going very, very well. Waste Management has told us that the recycling amount from those three areas has tripled since they furnished the large 90-gallon rollaway containers. Now, what will happen next is City Council has to decide whether or not to go back to full recycling like we're doing and 2 times a week garbage pickup, or whether or not to continue the recycling and go to 1 garbage pickup a week. Now, that may sound not doable to you, the one time a week garbage pickup, but we've noticed in the 3 areas that they are recycling so much that the 1 time a week garbage pickup really is doing pretty well. The difference is this: if we go to 1 time a week garbage pickup and full recycling, Waste Management tells us that we can cut 20% off your solid waste bill. That's a pretty good savings for most of us. If you want to keep 2 times a week garbage pickup and go ahead and keep full recycling, it's probably going to cost us a little bit more money on your monthly bill. Waste Management estimates it'll probably be somewhere around 40 cents a month increase. So that's the decision we'll be making in the coming months. We likely are going to have a vote on that at the March, March, I believe it's the 19th meeting of City Council. But it'll be on the second City Council meeting in March that we're going to be looking at that. So those of you in the pilot areas, we encourage you to come tell us about your experiences. Do y'all want to just spend a little bit extra money and keep twice a week, but continue to recycle? It's very important, and no matter what, we're keeping a lot of stuff out of the landfill that we need to be doing. So anyway, give that some thought in the coming weeks. I've got a great report on jobs coming to our area, and you may have seen some of this lately. We have currently announced and under construction projects that will bring up to 550 to 600 permanent jobs to the Baytown area. and up to between 5,000 and 10,000 construction jobs beginning in the period from 2013 to 2017. This is going to bring some challenges to us, frankly, from trying to manage some additional traffic problems to where to house some of these folks and to provide the infrastructure to make sure that these projects bring long-lasting value to our community. We are very, very happy to be in this situation, but it does provide some issues in addition to the infrastructure issues that center around how are we going to have enough trained workers to do all these projects. To that end, we're going to be working in the future with Lee College, with the Goose Creek School District, which has already done great work in the technical field, and with the Port of Houston, and with private industry, who has come to us and pledged their help in setting up training programs to get folks trained to be millwrights, pipe fitters, all of the welders, and all of the technical folks that will be necessary to build these industries. In addition to the ones that are already announced, we're in the running for 3 to 4 other major projects looking to locate in our area. So the economic future for Baytown looks very, very bright at this time if we meet the challenge of providing enough infrastructure and if we meet the challenge of providing enough folks to fill these jobs. It's a good problem to have. We've got several additions to the Baytown Park system that are coming on board. We just cut the ribbon last week for a new park, Eddie Huron Park on Bush Road. Go by and see it if you get a chance. Bush Road runs between Cedarville, Lynchburg, and Baker Road. Eddie Huron Park was a pipeline easement that we've turned into an area that has picnic tables, walking trails, a playground, just a very, very nice space for the residents of the Country Club Manor area. So we hope you take a chance to go by and check out that new park. In addition, under construction are spray pads and splash parks for the McElroy Park and the Pelly Park. These should be finished this spring. We'll be cutting the ribbons on those. Later on, they'll be ready for the summer season. These are neighborhood parks that we think are going to be great additions to their neighborhoods. They're very low maintenance, and the kids all have a great, great time when they use them. Finally, I want to tell you about a new kind of project that I've been involved in. I was invited to a planning conference with mayors from 7 other cities in the western United States a couple of weeks ago. And we met with nationally recognized city planners, and each city gave the planners a project in their city that they wanted some advice on. I'm pleased to say that I presented a question about our waterfront. Many of you know that Baytown has the last undeveloped bayfront in Harris County. We have hundreds of acres of hardwood forest, of nice elevated land. Some of it is challenged, having been occupied by early 1900s oil fields, but much of the land is ready to develop now. I asked them for their thoughts about how we responsibly develop this property into residential, commercial property, and some perhaps entertainment venues that would benefit our city. They had some great ideas, but in addition, the University of Houston Architecture Department has taken this on as a project for their architecture students. So we're going to have a bunch of architecture kids that are looking at our bayfront, and they're going to come before City Council later on this spring to give their ideas of how we could maximize the use of this property. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be a neat exercise for those students, and it's going to be neat for us to look at the possibilities of what we could have there. We think we truly have an undeveloped jewel that we need to take advantage of. With that, I'll let you go for this episode. Thank you very much for living in our city. We appreciate all that you do. We hope that you love our city like we do and help us to take care of it. We will see you out there on March 3rd picking up litter. Thank you.